Okay, we're loading up. Game's almost here. Intro music playing. Let me see if I can't find my audience on my phone. Do I not have a top chat? What the heck's going on here? This is embarrassing. Hold on. I'm gonna have to pull this up on my YouTubes. I've gotta have a chat. If that's not there, I'll fix it for you in a second. I'm sorry about that. Enjoy the music. Okay, well, the music's done and I still don't have an answer about the top chat. How unfortunate would that be? I'd like to thank my new subscribers who have latched onto me from today's Heir of Carthage stream. Yes, this is Appius Adius Rulus. And let me pull up. See, I try to run as few applications as possible on my computer while I'm streaming so that I don't, create a streaming nightmare for myself. But here I go, adding to the burden that is my computer. Oh, it looks like I do have a top chat. Well, why can't I see it on my mobile? I've always been able to follow along on mobile. It is so weird. Ah. Oh well. Streaming, yeah, Holy Pilgrim says streaming nightmares are always fun, aren't they though? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to reboot my phone and I'm going to hope that YouTube mobile gets its stuff figured out. So, let me go ahead and close that out. Let's get back into the game. Here we are, Chapter 9 of the Banner Saga, also known as Chapter 2 of the Banner Saga 2. We're just going to hop right on in. Ah, it occurs to me I might need to do some... Nope, there it is. Okay, here we go. So we finally made it our way across the bridge. Let's take a look at our team real fast. And there it is. We're starting to work our way ever so slowly towards getting everybody at rank 7. The reason why I have Luden in the lineup right now is because I don't have access to Avend. He is still recovering from getting everybody across the bridge. Which, okay, we could forgive him that. Renown right now is at 13. I need to be at least 15 before I can start promoting people. Let's go talk to Ivor. 15 days of supplies. I think we're good for a while. Ivor stands stoically by Avon's pallet, watching the mender's breathing. It took a lot out of him. Out of everyone. No doubt, a lot of families lost members out there. So why even follow me? I get people killed. Ah, yes, we did this at the very end of the last stream, so we're going to get a quick cutscene here. But this is a good segue. This is kind of like a what happened last time. But we're about to see a little bit of a mutiny. I'm not doing this again. If you can't see the number of people out there still alive because of you, nothing I say will change it. So with nothing to say, you look down at the resting mender. The spell weaving took a toll on him. He looks as bad as me. Before Ivor can respond, Oddleaf abruptly enters the room. Good, you're here. It's the Ravens. They're trying to leave, and some of our people want to go with them. What? Why? We nearly went over a waterfall in ships and lost a lot of people following some Volca across floating rocks. I'm not saying any of that is your fault, but people are scared. If they've made up their minds to go, they'll leave whenever you're not looking. And the Ravens have been hoarding supplies this whole time, and they're trying to take off with them. Juno and Hacken are trying to talk sense to Bulwark and are desperate. Alright. Let's see if this cutscene will at least stream okay. I tried fiddling with my settings some so that it isn't just a buffering nightmare for everybody. So as you make your way to the door, you turn to look at Ivor. Another Varl isn't going to help that situation. I'll stay here with the Mender.
Now stand down. or you'll be missing more than your horns.
Stand down, you son of a yacht!
Yeah, it's actually looking pretty good. I don't have any latency issues, any buffering issues with that cutscene as I'm watching it from my phone. I still don't have access to the chat on my phone, so what the frick ever, but alright. Here they are, just as I said. Bulwark goes a little crazy. Bulwark's lost his mind. Take him down. Alright. Here we are. Yeah, why not? Oh, I said I was going to hit him for 6, not 1. Psh, dull. Let's shift over here. We're going to just beat up the Volca. Or, Volca, not the Volca. Volca. Bam! Oh, but what's this? This will get his attention. What have you done? It worked. Bulwark, hear me! The clansmen chatter as Juno converses with a dazed Bulwark quietly. Hacken grabs your attention. Get ready for a confusing conversation. He motions to Irsa, one of Prince Luden's bodyguards, who is wiping her pitch-covered hand with a rag on her way over to you. Good timing, witch. How is it you're still alive? Tsk, Hacken. Me being a witch was our secret. I'd hate to have to poison you. Whoever this woman is, she just completely stunned two Varl within moments of each other. Thanks for the help, I'm Rook. Irsa, one word. Then she stares at you blankly. One of Prince Luden's personal bodyguards. Just assumed she died when we lost her. Mic on.
Mic on.
It always does this. Okay. Well, Irsa, I'm in your debt. Irsa appears genuinely surprised by your choice of words and cackles loudly. I'll remember that, Rook. You watch as she departs and finds Prince Luden among the loitering clansmen. Strange, that one. Stranger than Bulwark being as tough as a damn sunder? I should have mentioned he's a berserk. Probably the last of his kind after Einertoft. The Varl King laughs at your blank look. Berserks lose themselves in the fight. They're as strong as cold bears and just as wild. Hard to say if they're friend or foe in a fight. So, a mender magics us over a chasm and you two decide to kill each other. I wasn't going to let him take our supplies without a fight. Caught him trying to take off with supplies he'd tucked away and couldn't let it happen. A cool anger glistens in Hacken's eye when he looks at Bulwark. Let's see here. He's free to leave and some of those supplies are rightfully his. Fine, he can have some, but doesn't make that beast for the rest of us, Varl. Oh, but don't mistake that beast for the rest of us, Varl. If Bulwark is stronger than you, he'll take your last bite of food and the crumbs in your beard. Lovely guy. Gosh, I want my comments so bad. I don't understand why it's not showing them on mobile. The reason why I live stream, so that I can participate with you all, enjoy it with you. And yet, my phone is just not letting me look at the live chat. Why is this happening? Anybody have a clue? Oh, not that you guys, that I'd be able to read it. You glare at the clansmen and Varl settled among the ruins of Ormstaller and feel the rumbling growl in your chest. Everyone will be ready to leave as soon as you start walking north. I won't fall for that stupid fire trick again. Volca ignores your comment. The new members from the other caravan will probably need a beating or two. Think it was stupid of me to challenge Hacken. Not really my place to say. Since when has that stopped you? The Shield Maiden grins. We could have at least waited to hear their plans first, then decided. You play it too safe. And your way just landed us on our asses. We make it to Bendel, get a job, things get back to normal. We always survive. And what about all those dredge? If they make it across that chasm, it'll be war. War's always been good for business. Volca smirks, but her face hardens as Juno approaches. Bulwark, could I have a word with you? Haven't you said enough? Volca's right, we're done talking. Juno looks both calm and perturbed simultaneously. She stares at Volka for an extended moment before the shield maiden turns to leave. I'll finish packing. What do you want? I know your ravens need work. Without work and coin, that banner of yours is worthless. You step towards her, towering above the tall Volka, though she stands resolute. In Borsgard, we made an arrangement for you to protect this large cart until we were away from the dredge threat. There, across that damn chasm. That job is done. Agreed, but the cart you've been hauling has become too troublesome. It needs to be sunk in the deepest waters around. You grunt in disgust. Volka's secrets. You would turn down the Mender Council's coin? Where's the coin? Payment upon completion. You have a Volka's oath. The Blue River to the northwest will be your best option. And if I just leave it in the woods somewhere? I will know, as will the other Volka. Besides, the ravens always finish their jobs. That reputation means everything to you. You growl, but she's right. Fine. Raven's oath. It'll be done. Juno nods and walks away. Volka watches her leave and returns to your side. Now what? Now we have a job. Alright, so as you may have guessed, we are now playing the part of the Bulwark. Let's see, I'm gonna see about getting my chat up via my editor. It'd be nice if I got it up. Well, maybe I can't pull it up right here. Hold on, let me full screen that. Refresh chat. Maybe. No, the chat isn't even streaming to my encoder. Well, that's unfortunate. Ah, there it is. Okay. So first question I see is from Holy Pilgrim. What are the Menders? Menders are the magicians of this realm. They weave. The setting is very much about how the gods created a tapestry, the original god being the Loom Mother, so weavers can see the fabric that they wove and affect it. Hence the name Weavers. Tracks up ahead of scout reports. Followed them away. Small camp, a few blades. Mead, maybe more. Take what they have. If they resist, kill them. Or kill them and take everything, or leave them. First choice, I leave this to you. Just give me in the chat 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. So, do they have something special to them? There's a lot of uncertainty about it. Like, they don't really say 100%. Holy Pilgrim got the first vote and he says 1. I think I agree. A dozen ravens set out, a mix of veterans and new recruits. They were joined a couple of hours later with supplies. You hear one of the fighters muttering. Takes the fun out of things when they give up their goods so easily. Shucks, no fight, but we got 5 for now. It's a very small group we have here. We got 58 fighters, 4 Varl, 9 days of supplies. I can work with this. A group of new recruits from Borsgard and the previous caravan are loosely gathered behind Mogan, a skilled thrasher with a scar across his face. Felt like a good time to introduce myself. Mogan. I don't care. Didn't think you would. We're alike in that way. I don't care about much these days either. You turn to walk away. You probably promised that Mender woman you'd take this giant crate somewhere, right? His tone grabs your attention more than the words. Your muscles tighten as you look at him. A primal reaction. And that's your business? Well, the way I see it. He motions to the fighters around him. She's no longer around. Let's break it open and look at her riches. We're mercenaries, you idiots. We're paid to run jobs, not steal from who hired us. Is any of this making sense to you? He ignores her. He's only interested in what you have to say. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get past me and it's all yours. The cart stays closed. Back away or I'll kill you in front of your friends. Or hey, why not? Let's take a look. Huh? What's the worst that could happen? You tell me, what do you think? 1, 2, 3, 4. I still have no access to the chat on my phone. Is this like a new YouTube update? If it is, it's dumb. Calling it at like it is. I'm gonna see if I can't get I'm gonna get the YouTube YouTube gaming app and see if that doesn't make a difference. So, in the meantime, let me check to make sure what you guys are voting on. 3, assert your dominance. 2, it is bulwark, freaking 1 or 2. I like that you guys are getting into it, that's for sure. YouTube gaming, boom. Install. 1, 2. Oh man, I've got a whole spread of 1, 2, or 3. I'm gonna go with number 1. Get past me and it's all yours. I was hoping you'd say that. So Mogan's actually from Banner Saga 1, him as twin. But here's our party, right? There's Sibjorn. Was looking for this guy earlier. He's got 4 points available. Shoot, why not? There we go. Confirm that. Alright, and we also get Bercy. Remember, Bercy was totally attached to Prince Luden, but you could tell he was a mercenary. Here's his thing. So of all of Luden's traveling companions, Bercy's the most likely to stand out, being a literal giant amongst men. That's correct. So we're going to get our party set up here. Volka is going to be this group's tank for sure. Krumer has joined Bulwark. There was an unexpected one. The oldest among the Varl still alive. The leader of Wormtoe. And let's see here. He's not worth promoting, really. But I guess I should, because it's not like I have a full party anyway, right? Right. So let's go ahead and use what we have. I'm still short 2 renown, of course. Of course. So we got 2 of these guys to end with. We've got Bulwark. I actually want Krumer up front. Spar slightly behind him. Krumer's got this nice Forge Ahead ability. It's okay. He changes up the initiative order, essentially. But Spar here, he's got this really gnarly ability. It's called Insult. He puts the enemy at the back of initiative order again and again and again and again and again, preventing them from acting. So you can imagine using this guy against a character like Bellower, for instance. Bellower would never get a turn. You kill everybody else, just get the one Sunder left, kick its butt. That's what I'm talking about. So that's why it's actually important to have him go early. Krumer can do a little bit of turn manipulation. Bulwark. Let's talk about the big Bulwark, alright? Cull the Weak. He gets a turn when he kills somebody. That's straight up what that does. Or Frenzy. He'll randomly attack somebody else right after completing the attack that you gave. Just somebody that borders him. So you have to be careful if he's up next to another character on your team. There's a chance he'll actually attack that guy on your team. You know, just to drive you nuts. Let's see here. So I got YouTube gaming app up here. I'm going to look for my stream. Let's see what happens. Let's see if I get a top chat. There it is. I got it. Holy Pilgrim asks, who are the people with the horns? They are called Varl. I'm going to go ahead and get the battle set up, and I'll explain what the Varl are. The Varl were created by the god, oh man, was it Harderborg, I think? He took after the Loom Mother, and he made each of the individual Varl himself. They are giants. They're part man, part beast. He didn't make any women. He just made men. So he was their only parent, so to speak. The Varl, and since the gods have died, no further Varl have been made. And that means the Varl are a dying race. Especially now that they've lost Grofheim and Einertoft, most of their race is gone. All that's left is, you know, the 4 or 8 that are with Bulwark and the whatever is left traveling with Haken and Rook. So here's Mogan and his 1, 2, 3, and his 4 friends. Yeah, he's in trouble. Just a backbiter, a thrasher, 2 archers. They have puncture, but they don't have any special abilities. Mogan himself has his ability, and that's a fire pit. It will deal damage if anybody steps in it. Let's go ahead and get our. Oh, man, this is a very thin deployment zone for having 4 Varl. just putting that out there. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put Volka here. Spar supporting her. And jeez, I mean, ugh. We're gonna go like this. Yeah, obviously don't want to step in that. Any Raven gets knocked down by this lot, they have to answer to me. Alright, so he's going to go first. I'm going to set Volga up so that she can take out some of Mogan's damage just fine. Champion ability. Rank 2, +2 armor for 1 turn, and allies are protected. I don't really know what that allies are protected thing means, but he stepped in the fire. That was some decent break though for her having 2 extra armor. All right. Is there anybody here I don't want to see take a turn? What's the range on that? Range 5. I don't even think he can get to... I'll try. We'll see. We'll see how close I can get him. Yeah, we're gonna insult this Thresher. Just wasted like 4 of that old guy's willpower, but that's fine. Who are you shooting? Not enough, lady. Not enough. Move him up. And turn. Ooh, good hit. Move him up. Done deal. And look at these gnarly badger demons, huh? As I'm looking at the background, everybody's just kind of paying attention, watching along. There's that giant crate that we've been ordered to move. Is that... no. That guy's already got... he's got a blood red axe. Look at that. It's a pretty cool design idea, actually. I just love the background elements in this game. The artwork's so pretty. It's pretty fantastic. This game is rotoscoped. You know, that's like, who does that? Nobody. Alright, here's our first enemy. Squish. Oh, he took another damage. Hard. Dang, okay, Spar, we gotta get you out of there now. But I got all these Varl on a thin deployment. He's done. Goodbye. Oh, unless we get lucky. Nope, he's done. Alright. Okay, Falca, you were supposed to protect that one, right? Let's just go ahead and start beating up this guy. Actually, you know what? No. Just gonna stab her. Okay. How good is your Tempest? If you have rank 2 Tempest, he can hurt all 3 of these. So I'm actually gonna take advantage of Krumer's Forge Ahead ability for once. I want Bercy to take the next turn. There we go. He's moved up in initiative order. The archer goes. Ah, she stepped right where I didn't want her to go. What a jerk. Yeah, because now he can only hurt 1. If I could have stepped right here in this... I could have hurt so many of them. Alright then. I'll just kill her for this. This outrage. Alright then. Time to let Bulwark do his thing. Alright, so the Frenzy ability means that what I'm going to want to do here is I'm going to do a lot of break. He's got 11 strength, so after I pop 4 of his armor, Bulwark is going to swing again and deal, let's see here, 5 damage to Mogan's health. If I went with just like the 1, it would be 3 damage and then 1 damage. So here, and I also know that he's only going to target Mogan because Bulwark doesn't have in any of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other squares another target to hit. Bam, bam. That ability, once you learn how to manipulate it, becomes very useful. Alright, I'm gonna move Sibjorn up. He's just so out of the way. Oh, dang, I lost Volca. Good lord. See, this is the difference that not having your deployment figured out properly. This is what happens. Alright, we're gonna go for this one. Alright, Mogan's turn. He's gonna go after... That was your mistake. Now, here we go. Let's get a Tempest out here. Just a regular 1-star Tempest. Kill one, damage another. He's gonna try and beat Percy up for that. That's fine, whatever. Verk can't reach both, unfortunately, but I can demonstrate his Cold the Weak ability. Mogan has 5 health. Bulwark would deal 7 damage normally. So I do the rank 1, strength damage -2, kills him, promotes Bulwark, and Bulwark gets the next turn right away. So I'm going to move up here, and we're going to do just like I did with the other guy. Break armor, free attack. Bulwark is all about the extra attacks. Attack, attack, attack. It just keeps going and going and going. But Sibjorn, he's been underutilized. Let's give him the killing blow, and we're done. Now these two humans, they owe a lot of explanation. One, yes, Holy Pilgrim was right. The shield main took on. But the good news is they just pick up injuries, and humans heal quickly compared to Parl, so they won't need long to heal. Spar, I don't even need to worry about healing because he's not even a strength-based character. The wounds only affect character strength. So, yeah, strength is also their hit points, but that's fine. Folka grabs Mogan by the hair and pulls him up to stand in front of you. He's beaten but not broken, something you can respect. Bad for business if we let people think they can get away with challenging you, the Shield Maiden says. You thumb the edge of one axe while staring down at the man. Do we kill him, or do we let him live barely? What do you guys think? Don't worry, Holy Pilgrim, there will be opportunities for people to die permanently. I will let Starman tell you all about that, but I don't think Starman's actually watching right now, is he? Oh, Chief Dreaming Owl must have killed Mogan himself in his game. Holy Pilgrim agrees, so we're gonna let him live, but just barely. The blunt end of Folka's spear takes out Mogan's legs and he falls to the ground. Several ravens deliver kicks to his ribs and arms, teaching him the consequences of disobeying orders. When they're finished, it's clear he won't be worth much for days. So, Bulwark's trying to remind me to rest people. I'll consider it. Depends on how long it takes Mogan to heal. Let's find out, shall we? Oh, Mogan actually isn't on our roster at all. I thought he would be. Now, it's 1 day for Spar, 2 days for Folka. Depends on how much food I have. 9 days? Yeah, we can rest 2 days, that's fine. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, training 10, because guess what? The challenges that were in Part 1 of Banner Saga 2 carry over to Part 2 and Bulwark's army. So we have challenges. These are like puzzles. We get certain objectives we have to complete, and it allows us a chance to test out the new characters. So here we got Spar, Folka, and Bulwark. I have to use Bulwark's Frenzy to kill 2 enemies with 1 attack, and I have to use Champion to protect an ally from attack. So here's how we're going to deploy. We're going to do Bulwark up front, Spar and Folka right behind, and we're going to see if this works the way I want it to. Let's check out their turn order first of all. Man, it's everybody in the back first, so I'm actually going to send Bulwark over to this side. We're going to start right here. Get some serious work done on that guy. So he's already ready to be killed. Step over here. We're going to do the Champion ability. See, I don't understand what... It just says, like, allies protected. Can you be more descriptive about what that means, please? We'll do... 1 point. 1 ally is protected by Folka's Champion. Okay. And there it was. That worked. That helped protect. And it looks like Folka took some of the damage from it. I guess is the idea. Who's next? Who's next that actually shouldn't get a turn? Man, there's so many of them. It's like, it's only the ones in the back who get to go next. Those 2, then it's... Okay, then it's that one. Alright, we're gonna run to here. We're gonna hit some of this guy. Because I don't want to move him, I want him to stay there so Bulwark can kill him later. Is that all you got, really? Okay. Step to the side. attack, break armor. Bam, bam! It's gonna take a little bit more setup, but I think I can kill those two. Let's see here. I mean, he's making a beeline to Volca. That's fine. That's fine. So where are these guys in initiative order? Don't need to worry about either of them for now, so I'm actually going to send Sext. I don't want anybody stepping in Bulwark's way to get this done right. Alright.
Jeg rækker dosa skrive i egen emtum helg.
Okay. So if... Okay, so I only want Bulwark to attack once, so I'm actually going to use a Coal of the Week here. It will not be successful enough to give him a second turn, but it will hurt him, and it won't give Bulwark the free second attack, because there's a chance on the second attack that Bulwark would accidentally kill this guy. I need him to kill 2 enemies at once. So we're going to go like this, break it down to 5. We'll have Volker bring him down to 4, or down to 1. Even the trainer's saying we're almost ready. Okay, well that complicates things a great deal. So now Bulwark's at 7. It's not enough to kill this guy over here. But if I put Spar in a spot to attack him... this is about to get complicated. Now I have a risk for not getting it right. Okay, so there's a chance that Bulwark's gonna mess this up and attack Spar. So 50-50 we get this done right. Let's see what happens. Go for it. Yeah, he went for Spar. Yep. So we'll try again. Okay, we might have to restart. I don't think I can handle this with a 3 strength Bulwark. That's unfortunate. Holy Pilgrim says, when your insults are so savage, the enemy forgets what they're doing. I know, right? Spar is actually kind of cool like that. So we're going to have to try again, unfortunately, but that's what happens when you break it down to a 50-50. Here we go. What can you show me? I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Alright. This time, gonna aim for this guy and this guy, because humans are a little bit more squishy. They'll be easier to manage on this. This guy's gonna be down to 1 hit point right away. That's a decent break. Dang. They had to go for the stupid health already. Alright. Consult this guy, please. Well, great. I'll just do the Coal of the Week. For only 1 point of damage, though. I need something more substantial than that. Ah, good lord. I might have already screwed me out of this one already, to be honest. Ah, man. These archers are just gonna pour it on. Yeah. Damn. Alright. Alright, alright. So I gotta pay more attention to turn order if I'm gonna get this done right. I went in a little bit too cocky. Whew. Okay. Alright, alright. Stretch it out. Pay attention to turn order. We can do this. Ready. Okay. Do you know what's squishy? Archers. Archers and heavy weapon Varl. We're gonna go for a total end flank maneuver here. Trying to decide a position that keeps him away from being attacked unnecessarily. So we're gonna want to go right here, spend the extra willpower for it. Break this guy's armor up. Okay, he's gonna send up some support. Bring that one's health down. She's gonna break armor on Spar. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Let's see who's next. Followed by, and then it's go stop this archer. Wish I could hear those insults. Okay, I think we're all set to go here, unless he attacks Folka yet again. Let's find out. There's a chance of failure here. There we go. 2 kills, 1 attack, 50-50. And then we're gonna do the protect thing on Bulwark, and then we should be good. All we need is somebody to attack Bulwark. Get Spar out of the way. And here's the protect. Done deal. Success. You have completed your training objectives. And Chief Training Owl is absolutely right. This is all about the renown. Sweet, tasty, delicious, free renown with an interesting puzzle to go along with it. Do we have any more training objectives? No, he says not right now. Alright, maybe another time then. Piss off, he says. Okay. Heroes, 28 renown, we can level somebody. So, Bulwark, I'm promoting you. His second special ability is called Bear Rage. The Berserker whips himself into a fury, terrifying nearby enemies and sending them fleeing in disarray. Affected enemies are so shaken they suffer a penalty to their defense for 1 turn. The Berserker also counterattacks any blows from enemies brave enough to strike at him, which is so tight. We're going to choose that ability. Confirm. And Bulwark's ready to promote again. Oh no, I forgot to give him the points. So as you can see, it was actually more useful having break. So I'm going to go for it. Give him the extra break. And then Bercy will promote you. Get you up to 16 strength. That's all you're going to get? 16? Really? Well, we got to give you a break to at least be able to do something. Bercy is not that good of a Warhawk, is he? Nowhere near as good as like Sibjorn or... Ooh, Sibjorn's also at a 16. Shoot. They must just put the extra special sauce in Hacken and Gunulf and Ivor's soup. Huh. It's unfortunate. So, Holy Pilgrim asked, does break just do more damage against armor? Yes, and it's very important when you're fighting the primary antagonists of this game, the Dredge. They're all armor. So you have to pop the armor out of the way so you can get to their health pools. You have to get to their health pools so that you can, A, kill them, but also so that you can weaken their attacks. You'll notice me doing this a lot in this game, where my tactic is mostly just about injuring my enemy, because I want them to have to waste their turns with characters that can't deal a lot of damage. They're break rate never changes, however, regardless of how hurt they are. So we're on the trail. Looks like there's a village up ahead. A commotion draws your attention into the nearby woods. You're surprised to see a small group of dredge, some of which you've never seen before, engaging one of the new recruits from Borsgard. How these Fane slags get here, you ask, though no one has an answer. Fane is their four-letter F word. The tattooed fighter is noticeably drunk, but he lobs two black axes in quick succession at an approaching scourge. The axes find their mark, shattering stone armor. Let's continue watching. The man throws another axe, again scoring a hit. His confidence is bolstered to the point of muttering a victory chant. With his last axe in hand, he heaves the weapon, but it goes wide. The scourge closes the distance and slashes the man across the chest before signaling for reinforcements. Okay, so why'd you take everybody off my roster? I mean, come on, right? Close enough. Okay, so here's the dredge. There's the wounded axe slinger right in the middle. Looks like he took out 3 of them. Otherwise, we're just in the pretty woods. In another thin deployment zone for having 4 Varl. Okay, so who are we up against? We've got... Oh, that's nothing. There's some new slingers here. They have Distraught. Yeah, that's the runaway, that's fine. Oh, but they run away from the attacker and other hurlers retaliate immediately. That's an added bonus to the typical slinger runaway. Concuss knocks the target back up to 5 tiles and concusses, giving the target a 20% chance to miss the next turn. I don't like that. Here's one of our old-fashioned fire slingers, a good old-fashioned grunt, and then a dredge scourge. Alright. Let's see here. Volka's up first. Gonna get Varl out of the way for a second. Volka's gonna go first and is gonna block the advance of the big guy. Spar can stay right there, I suppose. We're just gonna line up the Varl as best we can to try and take advantage of their deployment. I mean, there's not much else to it when you have so many. Alright, so Volka's gonna run up, stand here, and then tank it like a boss. Nice. I don't want Spar to get in the way, so I'm actually just going to move him up the 1 spot, and we're going to insult this guy. I think he just called his mother Thumbelina. Okay. Let's get 5 break on this guy. Half his armor's already gone. Another slinger. Wow, that was a big throw. Okay. Get Bulwark in here to do some damage. Break all of his armor. Crap out of him. Step up and move over to 1, just so there's enough space for Krumer to move. I'm going to use all of that extra will exertion to get him even closer to the enemy. He's going to go off and try and summon reinforcements. I might let him, because I'm not intimidated by this army at all. Just step up to a champion real quick. Insult another dredge grunt. gonna use Bulwark's Cold a Weak ability. Let's see here. He can deal 7 damage, so he can do the low level Cold a Weak. And now I'm gonna send him up here. So here's the extra added benefit of Cold a Weak. Not only does it give him an extra turn, but it's also like giving him a lot of extra movement as well. So we're gonna really trash this guy's armor. Free attack almost kills him. The other hurler does retaliate as promised. Both of them do, good lord. We're gonna send Mercy up, get a free kill here. Damage carries on, another retaliate. Man, that's gnarly that they respond. Ooh, Ulrich, no. You are not allowed to die, so we're going to go ahead and have Sibjorn save the day here with a 1-point Tempest to kill both of these. Nearly kill both of them. Oh yeah, that one died on the walk. How silly is that? We totally have a dredge doing the moonwalk here. That died. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing else for her to do, so I'm just gonna have a champion thing. Rest. Who do I want to get the kill? Yeah, we'll just take ourselves with Krumer. Bam! Promoted. So Bulwark and Krumer ready for promotions. How much renown? Not enough, that's for sure. Alright. So I'm getting caught up on my chat here. Looks like, Holy Pilgrim's asking if dredge are non-humans. That is correct. The gods made the dredge so that there was a threat worse than man and Varl, so that man and Varl would stop warring with each other. Have I tried Darkest Dungeon or Battle for Wesnoth? I have not. I'm actually not familiar with them. If it's turn-based strategy, though, I'm interested. Good music, that's a necessity for me. And tons of community-made content. That sounds like right up my alley, then I might try it out. It sounds D&D-ish, original setting. It's on stream recently. Okay, well, let's see here. Battle for Wesnoth, I'll check it out. So the axe-throwing mercenary slowly gets to his feet, gently rubbing his bruised chest. Damn, broke my favorite flask, and just when I could really use a drink. You need to dry out. Oli starts laughing. Trust me, I'm as worthless as a brothel in Grofheim if I'm sober. Grofheim's gone, you fool. Feign me. You can't say anything anymore without offending someone. You stare at the man until he backs away. Alright, let's see what's in this village. Ravens in the air as ravens approach, Ollie says with a slur. Is that a good sign? The small village ahead looks well fortified with a few bodies outside of the fences being picked clean by the birds. Your caravan moves closer but stays out of arrow range. Whoever's in there wants to be left alone, Fulka says, but it could be our best chance for supplies around here. So what do? Do we want the supplies? We've got like 5 or 6 days left. We could split an attack and hope we get more renown. I mean, it's what? It's just a village, right? Do you guys like villagers? Should we split an attack? Or should we just approach and see if they'll trade? Battle for Wesnoth is not demanding for graphics. Well, you know, that's important for me. I'm actually starting to debate if I want to try out some of the older Total War games. I did have a Norska campaign going, but I don't know if I can actually get it to function with this encoder. This encoder is much more reliable, doesn't drop, and gives me a little bit more flexibility with how I do things. But, so we're going to approach the village stating our needs. Okay, let's give that a shot. You grab the Raven banner and advance on the town, dodging a warning arrow. We need supplies, you shout. You know who we are, who I am. A few moments pass before several more arrows zip past you, one grazing your shoulder near an old scar. Ho 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 ho. Do I have medieval 2? Is that even a question, Holy Pilgrim? Do I have Medieval 2? A new beginning mod, huh? Thera? Severely underrated mod. I'm actually very interested in a mod that Jackie Fish showed not too long ago. It's like dozens of different campaigns in Medieval 2. You're biased because is it your own mod? Is that why you're biased? Alright, we're gonna go attack. I'm not gonna waste time with these punks. The Ravens pick up the song, crooning harmonies which unsettle villagers as you rush the barricade in a solid wall of shields and fury. Morale improved. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Can I promote? Yes, I can. Alright, we already got his break up. Let's get his armor up to protect his oh-so-useful health stat. I could put Ollie in, but he's injured. He is a strength-based character, so he'd be a 11-7. Nah, I'll stick with these guys. Ready for battle. Oh, Holy Pilgrim was a dev on that one. That's interesting. Frosty feelings. Love the music in this game. Alright, so looks like a whole bunch of archers on the other side of barricades. 6, 7, 6, 8, 6, 8, 7, 9. I'm gonna set Volga up to actually deal some damage right away. Because she can do that to this lady right here. She can almost take this one out of the fight. So, I am gonna have Sibjorn and Bercy right where they are-ish. Don't want to take a lot of turns. I think I don't want him to take a lot of turns. I'm gonna set Spar up here, and I'm gonna leave Bolverk where he is. Characters like Bolverk, Sibjorn, Bercy, they're going to be great for removing these barricades because they can swing and hit multiple barricades at once. Bolverk swings twice with each barricade, you know, things like that. Spar is going to keep this spearman out of the fight because he's the highest health rating one here. Volga doesn't even need to bother with the barricades. She can attack this archer and take her down to 4 health right away, just over the barricade. So we're ready to go. Volga's going to go ahead and use that first turn. Bring this one down to 2. And that's the archer that goes next. So they're going to fall back and do a armor break on Bercy. Okay. Spar's going to come right over here and insult this ugly spearman. Yeah, there's that Thumbelina line again. They're going after that one, huh? Alright, it's fine. Time to start breaking down barricades. These archers aren't going to know what hit them. Just enough room for a Bolverk to fit through that hole. They really don't like this guy, huh? I'm actually gonna have him come down here because he can pop 3 of these things at once. Oh look, the way is clear. I actually don't have enough space to hit more than 1, so we're just gonna go ahead and pop the 1. There we go. Ooh, did some extra damage from that. Oh, hey, that guy went anyway. Spar, feeling kind of pointless here, aren't you? Break some armor. I really don't like Bercy. Get out of the way some. Yell at that guy. Scum Machine Entity. Whatever that means. Man, Bercy. They're just hammering you. There's a kill. That one's going for Bolverk. Yeah. Volk's turn. Bam, bam. I really want him out of here. I'm actually gonna have him fall back. You're done, man. Go suck your thumb in a corner. Oh, nice move. So that spearman getting in the way probably just saved this lady's life from Sibjorn. So I'm gonna have Sibjorn step over to the right. We're just gonna do a Tempest, take out this last barricade and that spearman, and deal extra damage to the other 2 archers from collateral. Ooh, Mercy couldn't run far enough. How unfortunate. So this was basically Fulka's kill. Can't punish Spar for yelling his insults at them. Well, I'm not gonna stop insulting. It's been working so far. Kind of pointless to use the insults now. He should probably just be attacking. Going for Fulka. Yeah, going for Fulka. So if I break this, what's going to happen is it's going to put 4 more point of damage onto her. Yep. Really cool Varl ability that when they deal heavy damage to somebody, the damage carries over to somebody else nearby. Okay. So now Bolverk's going to go ahead and just end this encounter. Goal of the week. 1 point. Dead. Extra turn. And then, how about you? We'll attack you. Pop, pop. They're both down to 1 hit point. That's perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better result. Sibjorn steps up. I want to give Fulka a kill, so I'm not going to have Sibjorn just kill them both. Kill that one. Oh, wait, yeah, Sibjorn is going to kill them both because of the Varl ability. The foes lying dead at your feet would regret never crossing your path. Were they still alive? Mercy. Jeez, Mercy. Yeah, there are barricades in this game, Chief Dreaming Hell. Only 8 renown for that, but that's fine. Alright, so you kick down the last of the barricades to find a dozen or so remaining villagers huddled together. Some have bows, but no arrows. The others have thrown their blades to the ground. A man steps forward. "I'm Frederick, the oldest of us," he says. "We've been fighting off all types from Ormsdaler for 2 weeks now, just trying to protect what's ours." He looks back at his people and says, "You won't find us begging for our lives." Fulka pulls you aside and says, "They know how to fight, so we'd be stronger if they joined us." You pull at your beard. "Or I can make them gather food for us," you say. So 1, 2, 3, or 4. You've got this one chance to join the Ravens. You're coming with us without your blades and bows. We're not going to kill you, but we're taking what we need, or given the chance, they'll kill us. They die. Each option is pretty gnarly, gotta admit. Only at 8 renown, not enough to promote anybody. We do have 0 clansmen, but will these people actually agree to be our clansmen? Holy Pilgrim's in thought. He's contemplating. What do you think, Holy Pilgrim? You like the RPG elements of this game? I'm interested because you do. It's clear you've done a lot of work in developing mods for games. Yeah, he says 1. You've got this one chance to join the Ravens. Chief Dreaming Owl agrees. Here we go. Frederick pauses only a moment to consider your offer. "I doubt you'd leave us with much to defend if I said no. We've got no choice but to fight at your side." You grunt your approval to Fulka, and she takes over introductions. 14 fighters. Spar, an old wanderer who joined the Ravens over half a century ago, points at the tents at the edge of the village. "Looks like the merchants are still here. Maybe they are being forced to stick around." Well, sure, let's go check out the market then. 1 renown gets 1, so I'm not going to bother buying any supplies. That's nuts. Yox nuts. Yox nuts. They carry weight and clout. 3 break talent ranks, 2 armor, 2 break. It's not bad. Mender's Fib. I mean, I can't afford any of these up here. 3 armor talent ranks, 1 strength. That's all talent ranks. 2 strength resist, 1 armor, -1 move. Ugh. Obsidian powder. Now we're in the realm of stuff I can afford. Fragments of a shattered dredge obsidian, carefully ground to powder, will sometimes explode when applied to a weapon. Not back on strength attacks of 4. Penny's vision. Realign your actions with your ambitions by wearing the small bronze necklace. Talent ranks 3 will per kill, 2 will on rest. Nah, I don't need any of these. Hero situation. I think Ollie needs a couple days rest. Is that right? Yeah, and Bercy needs 3 days. So we're just going to wait 2 days and we'll swap Ollie in for Bercy. Because I have too many Varl. They're just tripping over each other's feet out there. So I'm going to put Ollie in ahead of Bulwark. Yeah, behind Krimmer. That's fine. Ollie's got a neat ability. The Axe Storm. Basically, it's just, 70, 80, or 90% chance on the first axe. And if it's successful, the next one goes to 10% less. So your first axe hits at 80%. Second axe hits at 70, then 60, then 50. So you can sometimes get a really nice chain of attacks coming from range with him, which is pretty cool. His passive ability, just like most humans, Shield Wall. This gives additional armor protection against break attacks, so long as he's next to somebody else. See, that's useful, but that's not useful on characters like Bulwark, who attacks people who decide to stand next to him. So there's all these things you got to think about. We're going to go ahead and leave this village. We stayed long enough. 23 days into Banner Saga 2. Beautiful vistas too, right? Just get a load of this game. A scout points into the distance with a smile on his face. Walking that direction, you begin to hear the strangest bickering between 2 Varl. Now you have done it, Jute, says one Varl with a large shield and spear. Kept on until others heard and came nosing about. The other Varl glances your way, nods politely, and walks towards you while shouldering his axe. Don't mind my brother Noak. He's a warrior. Noak steps closer and shoves the other Varl with his shield. Jute, Varl don't have brothers, and it's warrior. Volka looks at you with amusement and confusion. None of the other ravens seem to know how to react either. Are you two addled? Not the nicest way to say hello, Noak says, extending his hand in greeting. And if we're addled, Jute adds, stepping forward and swatting Noak's hand. Would we even know it? Noak says, well, you wouldn't, Jute, but I'd know. The spectacle continues, and most of the ravens are now laughing at the absurdity. Kill them, or tell them or continue this conversation. We're going to continue the conversation. I don't know what you're after. We're not sharing food. Jute shakes his head. We're not after food, are we, Noak? No. Well, yes and no. Jute agrees. Yes and no. That's right. We'd fight with you. Noak interrupts. For you, he means. Jute looks annoyed. Noak, we'd fight for food, but we'd fight with this lot. You can join if you shut up, or get out of here, or I'll kill you both. I don't know. They're entertaining. What do you think? Keep them along, or just tell them to go on their way? I don't think this one's a life or death decision, personally. Yeah, I'll bring him along. Thank you, Noak says, but Jute slaps a hand over his brother's mouth. Several mercenaries snort, trying to hold back laughing. The 2 Varl smile like fools and fall in line. Plus 2 Varl. We're now up to 6.
Wouldn't mind seeing irons fly. If only once more.
We are now at the Godstone of Irix. This is Bulwark's favorite god. Remember the last time we saw this foul, eh, Blood Axe? Dad jokes. Shut up. Spar is probably going to be Heir of Carthage's favorite character. This foul. I think that's what I'm going to start calling Sarthoriel the Everwatcher. The foul. Alright, so think the ghost of this dead bird has forgiven you for that wing yet? Spar asks. The other ravens, including Volka, look from the broken stone to you in shock. Aye, the old man says. We were here nearly 40 years ago. Same spot as now. Only a dozen of us left to the unkindness then. But they're better men by twice than all of you. There's rumbling, but the ravens keep listening. We'd run a job for a man. Fainer, more like, he says, spitting at the memory. He set us up to take the fall for some of his other deals gone bad. We got surrounded here, and this bearer of a varl loses his mind, grabs a whole tree, and starts swinging. Spar starts coughing, but recovers. Nearly killed us all, but old Irinx took a hit like no other, and there you have it. The excited ravens start asking you questions, but Spar is all too happy to answer. I'm gonna go ahead and study the bird-shaped stone. Irinx, the god known as the Winter Bird, stands proudly on an eternal perch of snow and ice. Stories of seasons past, of hunting Radomir across the summer skies, of creating blizzards while flapping its wings to land in winter, cover the outstretched wings. While walking around the stone, your foot thumps on something hollow. You clear away some ice and find a wooden box, probably left as some token of faith to a dead god. Leaving anything behind for the dead is a waste, you say, immediately prying open the box and pocketing the small item within. You just got a pipe plant. I don't think weed is good for berserks. I mean, it might be good in the sense that, you know, chill, dude, but it gets in the way of their effectiveness in battle, wouldn't it? Just watch the caravan on the move. Beautiful art in this game, you know? Okay, cold creeps under cloaks and forces the ravens to huddle together as wind whips around you. Snow begins to blot out the worm-scale mountains in the distance, and you're forced to call for an early camp. Rising from your sleep, you begin pacing, occasionally drumming your fingers on the top of the large cart. A motion in camp draws your attention. Walking towards it, you hear groans, and see Volka's shield rising and falling erratically among some birds. Gee, I wonder what that could be about. Humans, you snort, but the shield flips away, revealing a dredge grunt staring up at you. Stepping back, you bump into another dredge. Looking around, the entire raven camp is a swarm of stone-armored bodies desperately reaching for you. When your axes lash out through nothing, you realize you were dreaming. An unexpected sadness swells in you, like you've let everyone down. A few of your ravens are watching you, smirking, but your growl makes them look away. You decide to walk the perimeter alone while everyone else slowly awakens. Dun dun dun. Do we have more training now we have new characters? Yes, we do have more training. Holy Spar, get in there or I'll have you cleaning your own blood off my axe. I'm ready. Here we go, another challenge. And start swinging, Wolfie barks. So this is going to be about the insult and about Oli's axe storm. This one should be pretty straightforward. We're up against Bulwark though, so we have to axe storm 3 hits, we have to insult Bulwark, and we have to prevent Bulwark from taking a turn. That means we need to insult Bulwark with Spar continuously. We have to kill Bulwark, and we need to get an axe storm rampage on him. So we're going to go ahead and ready this up. First step, the insult.
Next week, we're modifying for being therapy.
Alright, let's just see how lucky we get from the start. 1, 2, and deflected. So we gotta try that again. This archer's gonna go ahead and pop some armor. Volka is going to break armor on Bulwark. And Spar is going to go ahead and insult. Insult so fierce, Bulwark forgets how to fight. Gonna have Spar step back 1, do another axe storm. 80% to start, 80, 70, 60, got it. Alright, so now we just need to kill Bulwark. Ow. Break more armor. It's alright, it's alright. Insult the Bulwark.
Lydmäst ger av Japan ända i dag.
It's not going to be more valuable use of Oli's time to break armor on Bulwark. And here we go. Done deal. Bulwark doesn't get a turn, and we're
Idag
promoted.
skall varen heder akta våra.
Chief Dreaming Owl says we need to add as much to our caravan as we can before Starman arrives with his paranoia. That is very true. Volke gets a promotion. Very good. We need to take that opportunity. 16 renown. This is getting me more renown than fighting. Like actual fights. It's insane. Heroes. Volke, promote. Confirm. Alright. Her most important stat is actually her shield rating. Confirm that. And we're good. 15 Krumers ready to be promoted, but oh yeah, we got our pipe plant. What does this do? 3 will on rest, 1 armor on rest, plus 1 will. Can go on anybody who's rank 6 or higher. Alright, well, you can't help but feel calmed by the sprouting life in the bowl of this broken pipe. Okay, here we go, Bulwark. Time to get high. Da 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 da. And any more training? I doubt it. Doubtful. Let's find out. Yeah, he says come back later. That's fine. Maybe another time. And we're gonna leave. Yeah, I know some people are injured. Just look at this game. I want to just take an opportunity to watch the caravan move. So many interruptions. Around to hear you yelling, a harsh voice reaches your ears, followed by the laughter of several others. Your abrupt halt alerts Folka. Excuse me, just burped in the middle of the sentence. Your abrupt halt alerts Folka, who immediately signals ravens to fan out and draw their weapons. Let's investigate. Over the next rise, a group of 10 haggard fighters and a few varls surround half a dozen peasants in a broken wagon. A woman spots you and shouts, "Help us!" But a punch to the stomach drops her to the snow. The fighters turn, ready to fight. Charge. The man's confidence melts away, and he and all his fighters flee from your assault. Oh, come on! Fight us! I need the renown. You give chase for a time, but soon return to the wagon and peasants. Thank you, the woman who was punched earlier says. I'm Sepha. I know you don't want us around, but if you're heading toward Bintel, we'll follow the path. Fine, but your food belongs to us, or keep your food in your distance, understood? 1 or 2. Do we help these villagers, or do we send them on their way? Chief Dreaming Owl. I think I know which way you're gonna go. I already know which way Starman would want to go. She looks pretty tough for a villager. Looks like she's seen some stuff, you know what I mean? Oh, Chief Dreaming Owl is actually saying tell them to keep their distance. Okay. If he says that, then I'm definitely gonna go that way. Of course, we'll be well behind you, but behind you all the same, Sepha says. Thank you. Yeah, let's just take a look at the vista in this game, right? We're up on another village already. A couple of Raven scouts take off to check out the cluster of tents ahead. Refugees from Wormsdal, one of them says upon returning. They've got a sizable camp and seem disciplined. They know we're here, the scout adds. No sense in trying to avoid them. You take the lead and approach the refugees. A hooded man with a red spear greets you. My name's Bach, and this is Lofen. You're Bulwark of the Ravens, and is this your wife? You are confused as much by his question as by the fact that no one is with the man. Varl don't have wives. The man gets a distant look in his eye. That's too bad. A wife can make you twice the man you were on your own. Well, he's never been a man. A bear at times, but mostly he's Varl, and I'm Folka. Nice to meet you, Folka. I'll get to my point. I'm leading this large group of trained fighters and tradesmen from Wormsdal. We're looking for a new home. We've done what it takes to survive out here, but they're starting to lose faith in me. You want us to reinforce your control? No, I want you to take over. Lead us someplace we can live. Lofen and I weren't meant for keeping others alive. What do I get in return? For one, we won't kill you. Bach smiles, but there is no humor in his eyes. We'll share the food we've collected and fight alongside you should there be a need. He stops and confers with his spear. Spoiling you, Lofen is. We'll even spread the word of how great the Ravens are. It's not worth my time, or we'll take him as far as Bindle. this guy is clearly nuts. He thinks he can kill the ravens. He's talking to his spear. It is a nice spear, that red haft. The long point. He is gripping that thing with both hands. He loves that spear. You can tell. So what do you think? Are we gonna say he's not worth the time, or are we gonna take him along? Because this looks like a charity mission. Pro bono. Alright, we'll do it. We'll take you as far as Bindle. Back kisses the metal of his spear and smiles. You have my thanks. Oh, Lofen thanks you as well. 83 clansmen. Alright, well, they might help us forage. Dang, we're already up to 12 days of supplies. We left with like 7, didn't we? Jeez. The unyielding snowfall is proving too much for the humans who now vainly attempt to follow your large footprints. In truth, the sky and your surroundings lack enough contrast to know where you're going. And it's cold. Trees over here, Folka manages to say, motioning with her spear. The foliage blocks some of the wind, but this does nothing for visibility. With no other options, you burrow into the snow, cloaked in your bare fur.
Darkness. Lightning. Someone pulling in the energy. Painful.
Wake up, you damn bear, you're being robbed! You roar and shake off the foot of snow covering you, the unclear dream still vivid in your mind. Bach uses his spear, Lofen, to point east. Those clansmen you saved, they killed your guards and they're taking everything. Volka is by your side in seconds, followed by the spearman. He sprints along the snowy path of the stolen supplies, straight into an ambush by the bandits originally harassing the clansmen. Sepha turns and smirks. What an act these guys put on for us. Frosty feelings. Stealing from the ravens? You must have a death wish. Here we go. So here's some of our supplies scattered all over the place. I already know about good caravan morale. I wonder if it's possible to... Okay. So something I discovered after painfully clicking my way through the tutorial last time. If I had just looked at the options menu, there would have been an option right here next to the panel bar to just be like, no tutorial, click done. Okay. So, we have a whole bunch of people scattered in here. So it's a whole bunch of, like, villagers mixed in with some bad guys, and Volka and Bolverk. This is nuts. Oh, and I don't even get to deploy, so we're just going straight to the action here. Sepha goes first. She's over there. I'm just gonna make her come to me. Figure out what she's doing. Ow. First step up next to Bach. We'll share a square for a second. Punish this guy. Okay, that archer's out. That's fine. Just bring her down to 1. Can't get close enough, unfortunately, to start helping out down here. But I should bring this spearman down to support. Just so I don't get overwhelmed. You know what? No guts, no glory for this guy. 90% chance to deal 3 damage. And he got it. He's gonna get stabbed. Ow. Bolverk's turn. Backfighter member. Yeah, oh, that guy's now overextended. Pig Sticker. Rank 2, 20% chance to crit per adjacent ally. He has 1 adjacent ally. So, 40% chance of crit. No good. Regular Spearman's turn. Bring this guy down to 1 point. Shieldman's dead. Ulrich's turn. I'm gonna do a real quick cool of the week. We're gonna march up here. We're gonna kill 2 barrels. Lady. Box turn. Let's do another pig sticker, but this time we're going to target Sepha. Deflected, did nothing. Oh, she's got odd leaf stability. And here's the thing, you don't know where it goes. Just do 4 damage to the Spearman. It's probably going to be in a spot to punish Bulwark. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to step up and over. Because if I was her, I would have set it up to protect myself, right? I'm going to do a basic attack on this guy. Bam, bam. He's going to try and do his Thrasher ability on me. That's fine. That's fair. Go for it. Just looking at the turn order here. Let's go ahead and just neuter this guy. He's not going to be able to do anything his turn. Box turn. Just break her armor. She's got a significant pile of it. Take it away. Ah, the arrow is behind. Okay. It's behind Bach. It's a terrible position for a spear. You kidding me? No point in having him kill a spearman because this is just he's not a character I get, you know. Let's see here. Break the rest of this armor. Probably kill him afterwards. Yeah, he's done. Let's give Volga another kill. Archers can probably... Oh yeah, they're going after the back archer, that's fine. Break more armor, please. Break the rest of her armor. I'll start beating her up for it. This is all mop up from here, really. Yo, ain't nothing. Over 2 kills last turn. And a promotion. And looks like you two have been having quite the conversation since I was battling. Bad Moon Rising campaign? Wait, is that like Bad Moon is in Total War Warhammer? What are you talking about? Hold on. There's a 15 official campaigns. So you're talking about Battle with Wesnoth. Okay, interesting. I'll definitely have to check this game out. If I like what I see, I'll, And there's a skirmish mode. Interesting. Sepha's wounds are great, and she whimpers in the snow. You nod to Folka, who dispatches the bandit archer with haste. This is what helping folks gets you, you roar. Grab all these supplies and bring them back to camp. You tell the ravens after hoisting a barrel on each shoulder. Hey, plus 10 renown. So we're at 30 something. That's a pretty pile. Let's go ahead and use that renown to promote Bulwark. 4 more kills, he'll be ready for rank 9. But we're going to give him 13 strength and health. Boom, boom, boom. Bach is here now. Rank 3 Slaughterer. He's emboldened, so each kill the Spearman makes encourages allies to fight harder, granting 1 willpower to the Spearman and any adjacent allies. That's useful. The Pig Sticker does, it's a lot of critical chance per adjacent ally, and I can probably get him additional crit stuff. Yeah, why not? That'd be interesting mathing to do. So if I get to Artery Strike, there's 20% bonus crit chance right there. So he comes with, using that ability, base 40% bonus crit if I have Artery Strike maxed out. And then if he's next to an ally, that's an additional 60%, 80%. So if he has 3 allies near him, it's 100% chance to crit. It feels like there's room to manipulate there, especially if you have him lined up with Folka and Ollie and Spar. Yeah, I think I like how that sounds. And then Sibjorn to anchor. Put Folka there. Spar's second to do turn manipulation. Oli. Bach, Bulwark. Folka moves. Spar moves somewhere else. Oli moves up next to Folka. Or near Folka. Bach. Yeah, that'll work. So Folka sets up. Bach gets next to Folka. And then Oli gets next to Bach. Bach gets 2 people right next to him. And then the 2 Varl bring up the rear. And let's get out of here. I'm going to start chasing down the end of this chapter now. I think we're close. Yeah, we're very close to ending this chapter, and then I'll be able to end the stream, and I'll see you next time. So we're very close. I can tell because Bindle's on the horizon. Probably a voiceover coming too. Called it.
The miners of Bindle are a rough crowd. Not a bad place to recruit new blades.
The old wanderer fights his way up next to you. Can't see a damn thing in this mess. Guess old Earrings hasn't forgiven you yet after all. Shouldn't you have died already? Spar grunts. Soon enough, I reckon. Of course, these old bones won't be forming any mountain. Brambles, more like. He squints into the distance. There's bound to be more people for Ormsdollar trying to find a new home in Bindle, Spar says. Crowded towns haven't always been good for us. What's got you worried, old man? A bunch of ravens set loose on a slew of scared men and women is what, Spar says. Won't take much to have the guards after us, if they let us in at all. He has a point, but there's little to be done about it. The idea of being around so many others in such a confined space makes you tense. You crave a long hunt and sleep in solitude. Here's our caravan. Nice town, huh? They got some pretty ballin' towers. All these people are looking for food and a home. There's some crazy ice formations here. And I'm looking for ale. Is that so much to ask for? That scout tower already sent word of us being here. And those scout towers probably didn't know you were there until you walked up on them with this weather. The snowstorm is worse than ever as you arrive at the walls of the mining town of Bindle. The gates are closed and you beat a fist against them. Open the bay gates, you shout. From the wall, 2 menders look down on you, then recede. Soon the gates open enough for a half-dozen well-trained guards to greet you. Their one-eyed captain points at you and says, "Just you." Folka steps to your side. Not alone, she says. One or two. Get back with the others, or she comes with me. What's one town going to do about Bulwark? Granted, they do have two menders. Two menders makes things interesting. One or two, two or one. I know you've heard me by now. What's the choice going to be? Chief Dreaming Owl, Holy Pilgrim? Do we go in alone, or do we have Volka come with us? Chief Dreaming Owl says she comes with. Holy Pilgrim, do you concur? I'll go that way. I mean, it's fine. I kind of like the idea of Bulwark being let loose in here alone. Is it more that Bulwark is bringing backup, or is it more that Folk is coming to babysit? She's coming with. The captain takes a moment to assess the situation and nods before following him through the gates. You bark commands to other ravens to stay close and vigilant. Inside the small gatehouse are the two menders from the wall, a woman with a fancy spear and a cub of a man holding a staff. Volka Zephyr, it is the Raven Banner. So it seems, but why here, why now? Just passing through on our way to the Blue River, but this blasted storm caught us. Planned to come back this way afterwards for more work, but now we need some food and a place to hole up. We brought some people with us. They need a new home. I'm sure it felt like the right thing to do, but we're already beyond our capacity here. Are you Bulwark? Bulwark Bloodaxe? Hold your tongue, Nichols. Or I'll cut it out. Nichols' face falls. The other mender places a hand on the young man's shoulder. Are you in charge here? Where's the governor? The governor left for Arboring a while back with most of the fighters to settle a dispute. The Mender Council sent me to bring the people of Bindle west, as we've heard too many rumors of Dredge. More than rumors, we were in Borisgard, saw Bellower. The immortal Sunder, how did you escape? I kind of love voicing this kid. Immortal was a joke. He's dead. Nichols' eyes go wide in awe, but Zephyr looks pensive. What about that great rift that opened between Borisgard and Ormstaller? We managed. Zephyr looks like she wants to press you for more information. Enough. Open the gates for my ravens. Mercenaries will only panic the people. With everyone from Ormstaller, it's all I can do to keep them from stampeding like wild yaks. I'm going to threaten to attack the walls. Open the gates, or they'll have reason to panic. The guards in the room draw their weapons and aim them at you. Bulwark Bloodaxe, even your renowned strength would fail against walls protected by a Volka and her apprentice. But we're on a job for a Volka. You snarl at Volka for saying too much. She shrugs in response. I'm not aware of another Volka being out this direction. Who has tasked you? Juno. Zephyr steps back at the name and studies your face for a moment. Nichols, you and the guards see what you can do outside the walls for the people. The young mender nods respectfully to Zephyr and glances at you, disappointment in his eyes, before leading the guards through the gate. I'm inviting only the two of you to stay within our walls and enjoy a bit more warmth and comfort. Do we accept? Or do we spend the night with our troops outside? It's a choice of, and separate us from my ravens? No. Or good, but try anything and my ravens will level this place. Menders are very strange people, especially the Volka. The Volka are the elite class of Menders, by the way, Holy Pilgrim. The two Volka that we've seen in the game, Juno and Zephyr, they seem to carry spears. They're better than your typical Mender, that's for sure. So we've got a split caucus here. Chief Dreaming Owl says we're not separating ourselves from the Ravens. Holy Pilgrim says we're gonna go in anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and flip a coin. I don't actually have a coin readily at hand, so what I'm going to use is I'm going to randomly flip to a page in a book. Odds and evens. Odds, it's 1. Evens, it's 2. Here's the page. And it's odd. We are not going to get separated from the Ravens. No. Suit yourself, but your mistrust is unnecessary. And as I think about it, it was more about which page I decided to look at first, because when you have pages, there's always an odd and an even. There's the one on the left and there's the one on the right. So it just so happened that I looked at the odd page instead of the even page first. Suit yourself, but your mistrust is unnecessary. Maybe. But I shouldn't have to tell you about my job from your superior just to get an invitation. My superior... No, you misunderstand. You have no job. The Volca known as Juno is dead. Dun, dun, dun. Chapter 10, To Speak in All Tongues. There we go, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and quit that there. Holy Pilgrim says he flipped a coin and it landed on its edge. So I'd like to thank you both for coming out tonight, and I'd also like to thank my audience for catching up on this later. Chief Dreaming Out, thank you for always participating. I know you still got some catching up to do, but I'm in a bit of a rush. I want to finish Banner Saga 2 soon, because Thursday, only 3 more days. Banner Saga 3 is launching, and I'm not going to start streaming Banner Saga 3 right away. I've got my own save I want to play through first. I've got a save with my wife that we're going to do together, and then hopefully by then I'll be done with Banner Saga 2 in the stream schedule. I'm going to continue to mostly focus on Days, the Heir of Carthage streams, and grab an audience from that. But for the most part, I'd like to, again, thank you so much for coming out. I'm glad with how the stream went today. Have a great evening, and I will see you on Wednesday. No, actually, you probably won't. I'm going to a soccer game on Wednesday. I got an opportunity to watch, here in Philadelphia, the city that I live, I have an opportunity to watch Juventus and Bayern Munich play for a preseason tournament. I am stoked about this game. Anyway, that's enough tangent. You all have a great day.